Aerodrome Finance, this is my number one DeFi play at the moment. Watch till the end of the video to see my price prediction. But as of right now, in the past month, we have seen a massive uprise in its price. It topped out around $2, and right now we're seeing a very nice retracement into that 140 range. Now, obviously, this retracement in the past 7 days, in the past day it's dropped quite a bit. In the past 7 days, it's dropped almost 10%. This retracement is due to Bitcoin, obviously, dropping a little bit in the past couple of days. It's been consolidating very nicely. The whole crypto market has been consolidating, which is really nice. We want to see that. We don't want to see it just go up forever. We want to see these periods of consolidation, these periods of accumulation. Now, in terms of Aerodrome Finance, I think this is a really good time to get into this project if you haven't already. I recently DCA'd even more when it hit around that 140 range because I'm really bullish on this project. And this project is the first and the largest DeFi project currently on Base network, which is Coinbase's incubated Ethereum layer 2 that's meant to be the next big blockchain, right? Tons and tons, and I'm talking tens of millions of users are going to flood to this blockchain in this bull run. That is almost a guarantee. It's backed by Coinbase, which is also funded by BlackRock. This is one of the most bullish ecosystems in the entire crypto space. I said in the last video, I think that DeFi is going to be one of the largest plays for the coming bull run. And you have all these projects, right? Ondo, LCX, Penguin. But I think Aerodrome is going to be one of the best performing DeFi projects out there because it is built on Base chain. Now, DeFi on Base will be one of the hottest narratives, I think, for the coming bull run. And Aerodrome being that number one DeFi project on Base just gives it a lot of first mover advantage. I think Base itself is massively undervalued right now. It is still in the beginning stages of adoption, and that means that Aerodrome is also massively undervalued because it is also in the beginning stages of adoption as well. I think Aerodrome has a great chance to be this cycle's Uniswap. As you can see right here, Uniswap's fully diluted valuation is currently at 12 billion. And you can see Aero's FDV is 1.5 billion. So obviously right now it's a lot smaller than Uniswap. But as Base continues to get adopted, as more users are going to flood into the Base ecosystem, as Coinbase pushes its own ecosystem, which it most obviously will, as BlackRock pushes its ecosystem, Base is going to be one of the top chains of this cycle. I'm not going to be surprised if it's a top 3 chain during this cycle. Base network continues to grow both its value and its user base, and we are seeing massive growth, right? In the past couple of months, we've seen this meteoric rise to about 3.3 billion TVL, and it's increased over 200% in the last month. Now, obviously, this hype, I think, is going to continue for the near future into 2025. And I have very high conviction on Base as a chain. If you believe in Coinbase, the company, then you should believe in Base, the blockchain. And in turn, you should believe in Aerodrome, the number one DEX on Base. It's really that simple, guys. Investing in Aerodrome is basically like putting a leveraged trade on the entire Base network, or putting a leveraged trade on Coinbase. That you're basically betting that Base is going to do well, that Coinbase is going to do well, that BlackRock is going to push funds into the Base network, which it definitely will. And eventually you're going to have a lot of people talking about it. Right now, Base is still a little bit under the radar. A lot of people are still focused on Solana, right? On Ethereum, on other chains. But eventually you are going to see that switch into Base. So right now, if we look at TradingView, you can see based on this Fibonacci retracement, we are definitely in a pretty good channel right here in this blue channel. And I believe we're going to consolidate in this channel until we eventually do break out once again, most likely into newer highs, most likely in this 260 range. And I think we're going to consolidate even more. And this is just going to be my prediction on how Aerodrome is going to play out in the near future. I think we're going to see higher highs, right? Followed by higher lows, followed by more higher highs. That's just kind of how it is with these projects, right? With these very fundamentally sound, very hype projects that are in a very hype narrative, that are on a very hype blockchain. You have to understand that we are still extremely early. If you really zoom out, you can see that Aerodrome still has massive potential, right? Many people are saying this coin could go to like $40, which I think that is a little bit too bullish, but I definitely can see this coin going into that $10, right, $20 range even. And if you're really betting big on Base as a whole, then I think Aerodrome is probably one of the best coins you can pick up. Another coin I'm actually really bullish on the base ecosystem is Brett. I'll probably make some more videos on Brett, but this is probably one of my highest conviction meme coins for this cycle because it is the #1 meme coin on base. The main theme of this video is if you're betting on base, then you should pick up the top projects on base, which right now are going to be Aerodrome and Brett, right? Aerodrome being the #1 DEX, the #1 DeFi project, and then Brett being the #1 meme coin. So that's just kind of my conviction. Base is a high conviction play for me, which naturally makes Aerodrome and Brett high conviction plays as well. If you're betting on the ecosystem, then you should bet on the top coins of that ecosystem. That's going to be it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.